Welcome back. You're still watching Morning Live.
این ویدیو رو حتما تا آخر ببین. در جایی که شما رو از مصرف اسپیرولینا خیلی از پزشکای داخلی دارن نهی و نفی میکنن، ببینید محققای خارجی در ارتباط با تاثیر اسپیرولینا رو کووید 19 چی دارن میگن و به کجا رسیدن. این ویدیو رو تا آخر ببینید.
Now, as South Africans prepare for winter and a fifth wave of COVID-19, numerous studies have shown the antiviral effects of spirulina, with one study showing that it may help reduce severe COVID-19 risk by 70%. The study, published in the peer-reviewed journal Marine Biotechnology, monitored the production of the immune system protein. Results showed a 70% reduction when optimum quantities of spirulina extract were added. Bloemfontein-based general practitioner Dr. Paulo de Valderos joins us now on Zoom to share more on these findings. Dr. Paulo, good morning. Welcome to Morning Live. Tell us about a study that shows that spirulina may help reduce severe COVID-19 by 70%.
Yes, so look, spirulina has been studied for over 30 years for its properties. Spirulina is a food. It's actually an algae which grows in water environments. So in Great Lakes like Lake Chad in the Republic of Chad in North Central Africa, and it is farmed for commercial purposes. So there are various types of research. The research you're referring to, what they've done there is that they grew spirulina under LED lights instead of solar light, and they found that it reduced the production by the cells of tumor necrosis factor, which is a pro-inflammatory substance, by 70%. You see, what happens is that our immune systems has got a normal response when it is invaded by a virus, and that normal response is to promote inflammation. It increases blood pressure, blood clotting, and it produces free radicals. But this is normally done in a controlled manner.
ببینید اثرات ضد التهابی اسپیرولینا به خاطر همون فایکوسیانینیه که موجود در اسپیرولینا هستش و بعضا وقتی که استفاده میکنید میبینید که التهابات درد در بدنتون بسیار کم میشه. دقیقاً داره اشاره به همون موضوع میکنه که در کووید هم این اتفاق میفته در ریه که اسپیرولینا باعث میشه که تشدید پیدا نکنه، اون شرایط برای بیمار بحرانی نشه و تا 70% میتونه کاهش بده. ادامه ویدیو رو ببینید.
One of the regulators of this normal response is a receptor which is found in great numbers in lung cells called ACE2, ACE, ACE2. Now, the virus that causes COVID-19 uses these receptors, these ACE2 receptors, to gain entry into the lung cells. And when it does that, it blocks the receptor from regulating the immune system. It blocks the receptor from switching off the protein hormone that drives the immune response. And when that happens, the immune response becomes uncontrolled, unregulated inflammation, blood pressure, blood clotting, and that leads to tissue damage and eventual multi-organ failure. Now, previous research prior to the one you've mentioned has shown that spirulina downgrades this protein hormone that drives the immune response.
What do we do to mitigate the situation where, we are ready for winter? How do we refine our nutrition and lifestyle to boost our immunity?
The biggest challenge is discipline. We basically know what we should do, but we tend not to do it. Keep in mind that the immune system is not only activated by a bacteria or a virus. The immune system is activated by anything that promotes inflammation, such as physical trauma. It is also switched on if you consume pro-inflammatory foods, such as fried foods and refined foods, processed foods. So the idea would be to make sure that your immune system is ready to take care of a real threat.
How do we also do that for kids, for children? There are a lot of supplements on the shelves. The moment you walk into a pharmacy, there are a lot of those, even for children, even for adults as well. Where do you even begin when you're a parent and you want to get your child the best ones?
It is exactly what you've just said. If you walk into a pharmacy or a health shop, it's very difficult. It's daunting, in fact, to try to choose what. Do you choose by price? Do you choose by label? So I think consumers must do a little bit of homework. In case of spirulina that we were discussing, the source is very, very important because spirulina acts like a sponge, so it absorbs everything from the environment.
نکته بسیار مهمی در ارتباط با کودکان داره میگه که اسپیرولینا به عنوان یک منبع کامل مکملی میتونن کودکان استفاده بکنن، چیزی که به شدت آدمای علم‌گریز، آدمایی که سواد علمی مناسبی هم ندارن دارن میگن نه برای کودکان مناسب نیستش. خیلی هستن، خیلی ویدیوهاشون رو برای من فرستادید. اینا حتی اسناد بالادستی خودشون، وزارت بهداشت، سازمان غذا دارو معاونت درمان رو هم قبول ندارن. از همونجا که نظام پزشکی گرفتن و از اونها رو هم قبول ندارن، چون معاینات بالینی وجود داره، در تمام دنیا وجود داره. ولی حالا یه سری آدم رژیم فروش هستن که میخوان اون رژیم خودشون رو بفروشن و در واقع میگن که نه اسپیرولینا اصلا هیچ اثری نداره، اثبات نشده، اصلا به درد نمیخوره متاسفانه، و یا میان اثرات بی‌نظیر اسپیرولینا رو در حد یک داروی لاغری کاهش میدن متاسفانه. اونم کار مافیای لاغری و صنعت لاغریه که بدونید اسپیرولینا بیش از این حرف‌ها میتونه بهتون کمک بکنه. اگر نظم مصرفی داشته باشید بر اساس ساعت بیولوژیک فوق‌العاده میتونه عمل بکنه. دنیا داره به این موضوع میرسه. امیدوارم که این دوستان از منافعشون چشم پوشی بکنن و اثرات واقعی اسپیرولینا رو به مردم معرفی کنن. ادامه‌شو ببینیم.
So if there are heavy metals such as mercury, for example, pollution, it will absorb that. So the source is important. The drying process is very, very important. And then also the packaging in the case of spirulina. Once it is in a powder form, in a tablet form, spirulina is subject to being affected by light in a detrimental manner. So it needs to be protected by light. And spirulina is a food, remember? The fact that it is in tablet form, it's just one of the ways in which it is marketed. It's also available in powder form. It can be added to smoothies. So anybody can have it from any age, basically.
یه برابر این هر کسی در هر سنی میتونه ازش استفاده کنه که ما حالا نظرمون هست که از 3 سال به بالا انسان میتونه استفاده بکنه و ببینید دیگه منافعی نداره، نفعی نداره، نه تولید کننده است نه فروشنده اسپیرولینا. یک محقق، یک پزشکی که راجع به کووید-19 تحقیق کرده و به نتیجه رسیده که اسپیرولینا تا 70% میتونه تو بیماری‌های ویروسی کمک کننده باشه. دیگه انتخاب با شماست.